Hi, I'm Jen Cudmore, and some of you have already worked with me. I'm a specialist business kinesiologist and a certified coach, and I specialise in entrepreneur alignment coaching. And if you've worked with me, you would have seen me use this technique, and I call it the energy alignment method. And I want to teach you this today because it's a really powerful way to change the energy of a situation and to change your own energy in regards to a situation. So the brain is designed to store anything stressful that you've experienced in a little file. And what it does is it puts it somewhere at the back of the brain, almost like a computer. You don't know it's there until something really stressful happens that's similar to the last experience. And then the primitive brain will suddenly bring this file up and start responding to the situation from the same energy that the situation was first experienced in. So what we need to do is we need to kind of process and release these cellular imprints so they don't sort of play havoc in our lives. So the main thing that the brain needs is to completely understand something. You need to rationally and really rationally understand something. Have a lot of, I call it clever clarity around something. So what you need to do is completely work out how you are actually feeling about that situation. You know, you might I was really angry. You go and tell your friends, you tell your partner, I was really angry about that person or that situation. When in actual fact, you might have been bitter. And so you can't let it go. You're telling the same story, you have meet someone similar or have come up against a similar situation where you need to shine. Suddenly you're feeling angry again. So the main point I'm trying to make here is we need to be precise and exact about what the emotion is. And I'm going to post a list here in this on this post so you can actually download and just go through and just comb through and sit with some of the emotions. See if you can find the exact emotion, because if the brain completely understands it and it's in closest that it can be to the vibration of the emotion that you had at the time, it can release it. So that's what that list is for. So what you do is you think about that emotion and you put your hand on your forehead. So there's a couple of points here. They're called the emotional stress release points. And what they do is it actually sends a message to the rational brain and says, hey, I get this. I've got this. I can actually get my head around this. And you know if you've ever been really freaked out, or you see people that have had a really bad experience go, oh my God, they're like this. I guess that's a natural design so that the species would, survive and not be affected by shock all the time. So your body's naturally trying to prevent you from going into shock by doing that. So you can either go like that. If that's too hard, you can just put your hand like that. And then what I want you to do is I want you to think about the emotion. Now remember, be as precise as you can about this emotion. Is it bitter? Is it rejected? Is it hurt? Whatever it is, use the list if you want some ideas. We seem to default to angry, pissed off, sad, frustrated, overwhelmed. There's a whole plethora of emotions it could be. And again, the more precise you are, the better. So you put your hand on your forehead and I want you to tap like you've got a zip straight down the midline, just tapping. Just thinking about that emotion, thinking about that person or situation, and just tapping from the throat to the top of the pubic bone. And we're going to use the breath with this. So breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in helps to close your eyes and just think about it. And breathing out. And then fast breaths. And again. And again. And what you can do then is you can think about how you'd like to feel. So what it works, if you do the opposite of bitter, for instance, could be sweet. So then you put your hand on your forehead. We're now using your creative visualization, just imagining what it would be like if that felt sweet. And again, you can tap that into your nervous system, breathing in and breathing out. Helps to close your eyes and breathing in. And breathing out, and fast breaths. Now down this midline we have The nervous system. It sends messages to the nervous system. It goes through all the main points that send little impulses through all your organs. And if you notice from the list, each different emotions have a different impulse set up for a different organ. They can affect a different organ. So when you're doing that, we're basically covering all the bases. That's why I love this technique. It covers everything. It'll take you out of shock. It's also the central meridian, so it's got a sense of self-nurture, and it interfaces with the chakras and the auric system. So we're completely changing your energy when we're doing this technique. So please go ahead, use this technique, pull up outside your house at the end of the night if you've had a bad day at work, flick through it before a meeting if you're getting triggered by a client or triggered by someone you perceive to have more power than you. Again, try and identify the emotion so that your brain can let it go and you tap. So if you've got any questions, please post them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. And just enjoy that energy alignment method. It's a powerful way that you can just change your energy straight away. And we know that when we change our energy, funnily enough, everything changes around us. So I hope that's a really great technique for you to use. All the best.